And here we are at Melbourne Zoo. The number 19 on the tram from Flinders Street Station takes you here. You have to use your Mikey card because the free tram zone runs out. But let's go and take a look around. Melbourne Zoo. Get my ticket first. So I need to go in here. $53 for an adult. Hello, good morning. Or afternoon, I think now, isn't it?
Midday.
Yeah. What ticket for one adult, please?
Easy. Do you have any concession card?
No, nothing. No.
And just for 1 day entry?
Just 1 day entry.
Easy. That's 53.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. Are you here on holidays?
Yes, travelling. Yeah.
Traveling, nice. Do you like it so far?
Oh, brilliant.
What do you like better, Sydney or Melbourne?
Sydney, actually.
What?
Sorry, I know.
You're the first one to ever say that.
Actually, Sydney said the same thing about Melbourne, but Melbourne's great as well,
Melbourne's
I must
good
admit.
too,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's just if I had to pick,
If you had to, yeah.
you need an opera house.
True, the opera is cool. It's good.
The Harbour Bridge.
The Harbour Bridge was also, yeah.
Darling
yeah.
Harbour.
I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from.
Anyway, I better go before I get myself in trouble. Thanks very much.
Good time.
And you. Hello there. Did I show you that?
You're all good to go, my friend.
All good? Lovely.
Have a great day.
Thank you very much, and you. Oh, it says do not climb. I was going to climb that. Right. Here's a map of everywhere we can go. God, the wild sea. Trail of the Elephants, Australian bush, frogs and reptiles. Okay, quite a bit. Start with Lima Island.
30 to 40 centimeters tall, our penguins, and weigh in at about a kilo. Now this penguin who's just jumped out of the water, you can see looking a little bit scruffy around the head. Now penguins do go through a molt each year, and so what happens is they'll lose that full top layer of feathers and grow through a nice fresh layer. Now when they go through their molt, what they're going to do is they're going to put on a lot of weight leading up to it to keep themselves warm as they're losing that layer of feathers. At this time they can eat a lot more. Apparently the record for the most fish consumed by a penguin in one day was 37. All the female penguins will come waddling in and they will pick their partner based on their nest. And so this is where I think we can learn from those penguins. See how somebody lives before you decide to move in and procreate with them. See how they keep their house. So what happens is the penguins will pair up, and if they are successful and they bring a chick to fruition, then they may come back to each other each year for breeding and breed with the same pair. If they are not successful though, however, bringing a chick to fruition, then they do have a divorce rate. It's not quite as high as humans, but they'll say thanks but no thanks, and then next year they will go off and find themselves a new mate. Now I was talking about their flippers, so I'll leave you with a few more interesting facts about their body and how they move through the water. So once they're born, they'll go off on their own. Once they've left the nest, they will spend the first 12 months of their life out at sea. So they will stay out at sea for that full 12 months and not return to land for that whole time. So they've got a gland behind their eyes that helps secrete salt, which means they can stay in the salt water for 12 months without ever needing to return to land. In that time, they're learning how to hunt, how to fish. So as I said, the camouflage of their feathers is really important in that time, and the other thing is the way they use their feathers. This is some of those amazing vocalizations. So, what happens is, you might see a penguin shaking a tail feather. So what happens is, as it shakes its tail feather, it secretes an oil. That oil goes through all of their feathers, so they'll preen it through all their feathers to make themselves waterproof, which means they are little torpedoes in the water. The only part of their body that they don't waterproof is their flippers. And that is so that they can catch the water with their flippers and propel themselves through the water. So that is kind of how they work, and then they'll use their feet. Their webbed feet will be used as oars, so that will help them change direction. And that is how they will hunt for fish out in the wild.
Hobart, the local time is 20 minutes past 5 p.m.